So this is just a very quick video on the difference between a noise survey, a noise assessment and a noise risk assessment. Most basic thing is a noise survey. So this is a very quick video on the differences between a noise survey, a noise assessment and a noise risk assessment. Non-noise people, non-safety people tend to use those terms interchangeably, but they are actually slightly different. So the most basic one is a noise survey, and that normally shows up as a map or a plan of the workplace with noise levels marked on it per machine. That's not really what the noise regulations are interested in. The noise regulations are interested in the noise that is received by people, not really the noise that is made by a machine. So if you have Bob and Bob works on 3 different machines, his noise exposure is a combination of all 3 machines, and a noise survey with a plan of the site with the noise levels marked on doesn't really give you that information. So a noise survey is not really what is needed by the noise regs. A noise assessment, that's the kind of thing I do. So a noise assessment is what is needed for the noise regs, and it is what is the noise received by employees. What are people at work actually getting? So in Bob's case, it's the noise from all 3 of those machines. How long is he spending at each, and how does all that combine to give him a personal daily noise exposure? A noise assessment will also look at suitability of hearing protection. Is it too strong? Is it not enough for the noise risk that's there? It will look at health surveillance, who needs hearing testing at work. It will also look at who needs noise safety training. The HSE specify a very specific syllabus for that. And it will also start to look at things like what are possible noise reduction measures? What can the employer possibly do about noise to bring the noise levels down? So the noise assessment is a good chunk of what is needed, but it's not quite everything. An employer needs to have a noise risk assessment. The majority of that work is already in the noise assessment, that's what's done for you, but only an employer can produce the final noise risk assessment. There's a good reason for that. The noise risk assessment takes that information from the noise assessment and is, what are you as the employer going to do about it? What hearing protection have you put in place? What are you going to look at to reduce noise levels? Who is going to be responsible for the hearing testing program? Do you have anybody who is specifically at risk because they have, for example, hearing that is particularly susceptible to noise damage, or they already have hearing loss and may be at risk in the workplace? The noise risk assessment is basically your control document for noise safety. It's not massively complicated. The bulk of the work is done in the noise assessment and your health surveillance records. The noise assessment is the heavy duty part of the work. The noise risk assessment is your management document. What are you actually going to do, and when, and who is going to be responsible for it? That's your final outcome for noise safety.